Rihanna, 7 years since performing anywhere live, performed yesterday at the Super Bowl. And it was long awaited, long anticipated. There wasn't any new music leading up to this other than the Lift Me Up song from Black Panther. So people were like, maybe she might premiere something. There was a lot of expectations because you have it. Okay, 7 years. Wow, she hasn't performed in 7 years. Also, it's Rihanna. I love Rihanna. I think Rihanna, when it all comes down to it, I think she's my favorite all-time female artist overall. Like, discography, music that I enjoy female-wise, she's my favorite female artist of all time, probably.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat.
Is Rihanna, right? Beautiful. She just had the kid. She just had a child with A$AP Rocky, right? So we're thinking, okay, she hasn't performed in 7 years, and also, she gave birth, so she might not give the high-end performance, but she might pull out some tricks. She got work with Drake. She got Too Good with Drake. She got a couple songs, hit songs with Drake. Maybe Drake might come out, right? Because last year we had a bunch of surprise guests during the Dr. Dre performance, etc. And we watched it. You know, did everyone in here watch it?
Yeah.
The halftime show.
Yeah.
We watched it. We saw what happened. And in my opinion, I had a take that was controversial to a lot of people. And it was that I feel like the Rihanna performance wasn't up to par to my expectations. I felt like it was a bit underwhelming. Now, do I say that it was a horrible performance? No. Especially today. I watched it again today in my house with a bigger TV, louder speakers. I watched it again. And I'm like, let me enjoy this differently, right? And now knowing that she's pregnant, because obviously no one knew that leading up to the performance that she's pregnant again. And then I interpret it differently where it's like, it was underwhelming still. I don't think it was bad. But it wasn't as good as I expected. And then some people were coming at me like, you go perform pregnant then.
Bro.
And it's like, if you look at what I just said it wasn't my expectation.
Yeah.
No one in the world knew that she was pregnant again.
Yeah.
I have friends, Zay, this A$AP Rocky stylist, he didn't even know. People that were like internal didn't even know. A lot of people close to her and her associates and family didn't even know. And it's like, no one's knocking it. That's amazing. A$AP Rocky again? He might get another one. He might just let's get a trio, get a whole big family. If I'm him, I'll do it. God bless at this point. She don't mind.
100%.
But I didn't know she was pregnant, so I'm watching this performance, and I'm like, okay, right away, she has to be pregnant. You see the belly, she rubs it a bit right in the beginning. I'm like, you don't want to offend her, right? People don't want to say she's just fat. But in reality, we know, my girlfriend was pregnant, if you see the bump, it's curved. And Rihanna recently had photos post-pregnancy where she was slimmer. So the difference was clear. I'm like, oh, she's pregnant again. Okay, right? So then the performance starts. And then you see her performing. And it's like, not much movement. Very stiff. But then, historically, Rihanna's never been known
That's what I was gonna
as
say.
a powerhouse performer. Rihanna's never been one of the best performers of all time. No one's ever really said that.
And she's never been much of a dancer in her performances
She's never
either.
really been very choreographed. She's not a crazy dancer. She's just Rihanna with the hits. And she's cool as fuck. That's one thing. You look at the performance, I think she was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Cool as fuck. Doing the little muecas with the face and like rubbing her shoulders. Little cool vibes.
She threw a little bachata in there too.
Yeah, a little dancing. But it wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't historical. The historical part of this and the big takeaway was that it's as if she damn near finessed millions of people to get the biggest baby reveal party ever in the history of life. And that's what she did. That's what it really came down to. She was like, listen, I'm a billionaire. One, I don't gotta be up here performing this shit, risking my life up here. Second of all, I'm risking my baby's life. I got a baby in my stomach. So she's like, I want to do this, but I'm going to do it my way. And that's okay. I love that. But I expected it to be different. What's wrong with having different expectations?
You know,
especially after last year, Dr. Dre, you got 50 Cent doing push-ups and shit upside down. You got Eminem. And then the year before that was The Weeknd, The Weeknd performing with the 20 cars outside and then running around. And then before that, we got Shakira and J-Lo. And it was like, bailando, bailando. And then we got Rihanna, just like this, all red. And I'm like, okay, I like it, but fuck it. Well, I didn't expect this. Oh, she's pregnant. Okay, she gets a little pass, but then the stage design was simple too.
Yeah,
They didn't move it. It was dope the way it would go up and down, which we're gonna get into because it gave me Kanye vibes. Like the whole thing was Kanye vibes, to be honest. But it wasn't like they moved it around too crazy. It was very basic, very simple.
they did more. I feel like they did more moving of the cameras. Like there was one part where she like where the camera kind of comes down and then hits. She's upside down, and they flip it back again. You know what I mean?
When did she confirm that she was gonna perform? How many months ago?
We reported it in here whenever she posted that football on her Instagram, probably around Thanksgiving, I want to say.
So then the baby was
like before that, maybe.
The baby was smaller, probably, or did she have a baby at that time, or like?
It looks like she's probably like 3-4 months, maybe 3-4 months in. So she might have
changed everything because you're not gonna be moving a pregnant lady around in a fucking thing that's floating now, like.
No, 100%. Listen, because don't get me wrong, when my girlfriend was pregnant, when Deja was pregnant with my son Ocean, you definitely see the effects that it has on a woman's body. A lot of things become way more difficult. So I wasn't expecting her, like a lot of people were saying, you want her to fart fire? No, I don't want her to fart fire. I'm not saying that.
Who the fuck said that?
People were going in on me, like, God bless you guys. Always want to say some shit whenever you feel like it, but it's okay. Everyone has their own opinion. But I'm like, yo, at least, okay, Rihanna, do your thing. Bring someone out then. If you can't do all this shit, you got the choreography, you got the guys, you got smashes with Eminem, Drake, Jay-Z. We can maybe throw Kanye in there, but he's a Nazi, so let's leave him out.
Get him out of here.
But you got a plethora of people that you could have brought out. And you didn't bring out one of them. And that was one of my expectations. So she didn't live up to my expectations there. Now, historically, I think it's going to be dope to look back at like, oh, remember when she revealed that she's having a baby?
It reminds me of the Beyonce thing. Remember what Grammys was it? Or was it that at the end of the performance, she did that little
that's the thing.
So she tried to sneak it in the beginning.
And I think Cardi did that once too. Cardi B did that once too.
Beyonce performed.
That's the thing.
Yeah, she went crazy.
That's another conversation needs to be had.
That's true.
Where Stephen A. Smith said it a couple weeks ago. People were trying to cancel Stephen A. Smith. He's like, I'm excited for Rihanna, but she ain't no Beyonce. He didn't mean it disrespectfully. What he meant was what we saw.
True.
Yeah, 100%.
That's not Beyonce. Now, no one's saying Rihanna's not a GOAT. I love Rihanna. My favorite female artist of all time. But performance-wise, she is not amongst the best performers of all time. Pregnant or not, we have to speak facts. It's okay. And she knows that. She was still celebrating. She still was happy. She didn't look like, oh my God, it went terrible. She afterwards was smiling, rubbing her belly, kissing ASAP. Because guess what? At the end of the day, she's a billionaire.
Yeah.
She don't gotta be there.
And this is another thing too. When I watch performances like that, a lot of times when I go to concerts and stuff, I'm there for hearing the music live and hearing how you sound live. And to be honest, she was missing some of them notes, man. And I understand that she's pregnant.
She's also not one of the best singers. She's not one of the best singers either.
But there were some notes that you're trying to hit and you can't hit. You can hear it that she can't hit it. So it's like, if you know, you got to kind of know your limits. Because at this point, if you're trying this note and you can't reach it, it just looks like the performance is even worse.
Yeah.
Because just let the whatever the background just sing it for you. You know what I mean? Because she was taking her breaths and stuff, but when she would try to do like the very long ends of the songs, like she would like mess it up. And I was like, damn, this is like
it's that baby, man. Gotta blame the baby.
Yeah.
Blame the baby.
That's the thing.
Now that we know that she's pregnant, she got a newborn and she's pregnant, so she got to be taking care of the newborn and the pregnant, and the one that isn't born yet. So that means we're not getting any music.
Nope.
Yeah.
That album said bye-bye.
What? Yep, that's it. The album's
When was her last song besides the Wakanda one? And I was praying she didn't do the Wakanda one, bro, because I was not trying to cry during the Super Bowl. That song is way too sad for the Super Bowl.
She was actually going to open up with it, but thank God she didn't. I don't know.
It had to be years, right? At least 4 or 5 years.
It's been a grip, bro.
Yeah.
Look at this. Album. But this goes back to the billionaire mindset. However we feel about the performance, whatever. But then during the performance, there was a moment where she did stop and then put makeup on. Put the powder, Fenty makeup, and then
her search shit went up like 800%.
Yeah, right here, look, it says it. Searches for Rihanna's Fenty Beauty soared by 833% after she promoted it at the Super Bowl. So it's going back to her reminding you, oh, I don't gotta be here. I'm a billionaire, but since I'm here, let me promote my product and it went up 833%. All she did was put it on.
I know she was wearing the brand name.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is too, they don't pay the performers. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah,
like
no,
the Super
they
Bowl
don't.
doesn't pay.
They don't pay them?
Nah.
Oh, shit.
And a lot of people kept
So it's
saying
all-
that, like,
Yeah,
oh,
they don't get paid.
they paid her up there. She got paid, so you guys don't gotta fuck whatever you guys feel like. She still got paid.
No, they
She
don't.
didn't get paid, you
She didn't get
dumbass.
No.
No, none of them get paid. They
free
get the
promotion.
equipment, etc. Like covered, but even then, like the Weeknd paid a couple, I think, million out of his pocket to step it up even further. He wanted it to be even better. You know, that's his decision.
And he ain't no billionaire.
And he ain't no billionaire. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to do that. You know, so he did that, and that's why we got a crazy performance from him. But because my thing is this also, we might never probably obviously get Rihanna doing the halftime show again.
No.
So if this is our one, halftime Super Bowl performance, 100 million people watching the Super Bowl every year. Halftime, I think about like 30, 40 million people watched it.
They watched less this year than last year, though.
But not by much, though, supposedly like point something.
Not by much. I think it was like.
That's expected, though.
I think last year was like, was it 52 or 54 million and point
Something.
something, and then hers was like the same main number, but it was down by like 0.3.
Yeah, it was
0.4.
less. It was less, but it's expected because last year, man, you got Dr. Dre, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar. You're covering every level of demographic.
Yeah.
Rihanna, for the most part, guys might be like, oh, it's a female artist. I really don't care. Let's get back to the game.
I mean, every girl was saying that they're playing a
Rihanna, bro.
football
You gotta
game
be
at
in
Rihanna's
Rihanna.
concert and shit. That's
Yeah.
what they was all saying.
Listen,
And fuck the
Rants.
game.
and at the same time, now that she's pregnant, we're not going to see her perform or do music probably this entire year again.
Whole year.
Another year. So it's like, that's the thing. People got to be honest. It's like, okay, that was dope or not. But what you got to be able to say your opinion. Like, fuck. But it's obviously, God bless her and the pregnancy and the family. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. But as far as the performance, you can judge it however you want to judge it. I don't think it was like what I expected. I think it was okay. It was good. But was it top 10, top 5 Super Bowl performance of all time? Hell no. But it was one of the biggest flexes because, like I said, she got a crazy amount of people watching just for her to reveal her baby. That's what really it was. She's probably gonna say that soon because she said it before the performance. She got interviewed. She was like, "Oh, I have a special guest. I think I'm breaking out."
Oh,
so that's why I was like, "Drake, what's going on?"
It was
The baby. She probably meant the baby in her body.
Not the baby.
Not the baby. No,
Not that one.
I don't want him ever, any Super Bowl ever. Get him the hell out of here. But look, speaking of performances,
Yeah.
comparisons, when you look at the Rihanna Super Bowl halftime show, from the outfit to the stage design, it gave heavy influence from Kanye West's Yeezus tour and just Kanye West in general. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Someone conducted.
I'm surprised he hasn't said shit about it.
I think he's all set, yo. I don't know. He probably finally has a publicist that's telling him, yo, shut the fuck up, man.
So here we have it, literally the Yeezus stage design, literally with the floating stage, rectangle stage, the outfit fully red from the jacket to the jumpsuit top, bottom, and the shoes, and the Yeezy style glasses. I'm not sure if the ones that the actual dancers wore were Yeezy. They might be Fenty. I know Fenty does apparel. They might have a similar style, but we all know who the reference is, Kanye West. Right, and then people were saying, alluding to the idea maybe him directing this, but I think they were just saying it sarcastically because I'm pretty sure that the NFL did not want to have any business involvement with Kanye West the Nazi. But even the shoes, obviously the left ones are Yeezus, the right ones are Solomon, which was interesting to me because I was like, oh wow, maybe she just couldn't make shoes in time because she has Fenty, but maybe Fenty's not working with Puma no more. I don't know how that works. Maybe they don't have a Puma contract, but that would have been dope if she wore some red Fenty shoes. I don't know. She wore some Solomons, so shout out to Solomon. Solomon was getting his fucking sponsorship promo all weekend with that, and then the UFC had some guy was wearing some Solomons. But yeah, man, directly. I mean, you can't really deny it. If you look at everything, it's all Yeezus vibes, Yeezy vibes, But at the same time, they are from the same collective, Jay-Z, Rock Nation. Maybe there was a quick convo. Behind the scenes. It would have to be behind the scenes. because they don't want that shit to come out that the Nazi helped them. Because people are trying to cancel her for performing the Kanye song, All the Lights.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
Thanks for watching a clip from our podcast. If you want to watch the full podcast, click right here. If you want to check out one of our reactions, the latest ones, click right here as well. Appreciate you. Subscribe, smash that like button, leave a comment, and show us how much you hate us.